What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another Warframe video. BouseFeenux here, and today we've got a quick update video keeping you in the loop with Warframe's latest Silver Grove update. It's called Silver Grove Update 1, and I'll post the patch notes in the description below. We've got some ground to cover, so let's jump in. Alrighty folks, so first up we've got a huge edition of everyone's favorite thing, Warframe cosmetics. Now I know, like the rest of you veterans watching probably know, that Fashion Frames is the true Warframe endgame, and now we can progress into that even further with the recent wave of new Tennogen items added to the game with the Silver Grove Update 1. We've got a slew of new Cyandanas, skins, and helmets. For those of you new to the game, Tennogen is basically the Steamworks of Warframe. It's DE promoted and endorsed, and it gives the community members a chance to create unique in-game cosmetic items that users can buy. The best part about it is that every purchase supports the item's creator. Next up, we've got 3 new augments, one for Valkyr, one for Inaros, and one for Ember. Let's take a look at these in detail. First up, let's take a look at the Valkyrie Augment. It's called Hysterical Assault, and as you would guess, it affects Valkyr's Hysteria skill, which is her number 4 ability. While Hysteria is active, you can use your secondary fire to leap onto enemies from up to 30 meters away. This mod seems to have been designed to give Valkyr a little more mobility. The only problem with Hysterical Assault, though, is that it almost makes Ripline totally pointless. But I honestly feel that Ripline is an extremely clunky ability to use effectively anyway. On top of that, with Parkour 2.0, I've never really had any mobility problems while playing Valkyr. Still though, if you have a Hysteria build and you want to try this out, it is pretty fun to use, if a bit redundant. And of course, this is just my opinion, so feel free to try this one out for yourself. Next in line is the Ember mod, Flash Accelerant, and this affects her number 2 ability. When Accelerant is cast with this mod equipped, allies within range will receive a 50% bonus to casting speed and gain an extra 50% fire damage. Now, the biggest problem I have with this mod is that it totally punishes you for playing solo, which I do a lot. Now, what I mean by this is that your Ember won't receive the buff when casting, only your other party members will. Maybe you guys understand better than I do, but I can't see why your character wouldn't want to benefit from this skill as well. Anyway, from the tests that we did, it didn't seem like this mod really made that much of a difference overall, and for now, I'm just going to reserve that mod slot for Firequake, which in my opinion is a much more useful mod. And lastly, we have the Inaros Augment, Elemental Sandstorm. This affects Inaros' Sandstorm skill by giving it a 50% chance of inflicting status effects based on the damage types and mods equipped on your melee weapon. This is one of those mods that sounds really good on paper, but honestly, I can't think of a single situation where this would be useful. Firstly, while using Sandstorm, you're completely unable to do anything but channel the ability. Secondly, Sandstorm is a fairly energy-hungry skill, and on top of that, your movement speed while using it is greatly reduced. In my honest opinion, you're much more effective just using Pocket Sand to blind enemies and then using melee finishers. That's just my playstyle though, yours might be different, and that's okay. Don't let me turn you off something you might want to try out. But that's about all the news I got for today, folks. Along with this patch, there were some various and sundry other bug fixes and the like that you can check out for yourself with the link in the description below if you're interested in that sort of thing. But before you go, consider leaving a like on this video if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a ton here on YouTube. Additionally, consider subscribing if you're new here. It's free, and every subscriber inflates my ego just a little bit more. Until next time, though, I'm BouseFeenux. I'll see you at the next video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.